The Broncos just played one of the craziest games I've seen in a long, long fucking time. They beat the Chiefs 31-24 on a last-second Brandon Marshall strip, which Bradley Roby picks up and returns for a touchdown. And at that point in the game, I thought we were going to go into overtime. And just a few minutes before that, I thought we were going to lose. And just a few minutes before that, I thought we had a really good chance to win. But it was going back and forth there at the end. I'm losing my voice because we are screaming so loud. I'm here with Alan Sharp and my fiance Jessica Felipes, and we are just thrilled about this game. A lot of good things happened. Alan, what did you see? What did you like today?
Well, I saw two really good defenses. I saw an offense that struggled when Peyton Manning was under center, and I saw an offense that really was going in a shotgun formation. So I think there's a lot to be excited about. I think our defense was stout. Obviously, we had 4 turnovers on the defensive side and 1 on special teams. So 5 takeaways. I don't think anyone thought. We were just trying to survive to get to overtime. Who thought that we were going to win that game in regulation?
I did.
Jess somehow knew. Yeah, I agree. The offense in the first half looked a lot like it did against Baltimore, which wasn't very good. And I think when the Broncos found rhythm, it was when Peyton Manning was in shotgun. I feel like he had just a little bit extra time to make his throws. And he also, I think, just gets a better read on the defense from back there. So Kubiak, listen, let Manning do whatever he wants back there. When Manning leaves, we'll do your system right now. Just let Manning take over that offense.
Just score points right now.
Because with that defense, if our offense is scoring points and we have that defense for the rest of the season, we're going to be unstoppable. And the Chiefs shot themselves in the foot late in this game, but the Broncos really screwed themselves early on in the game, so it balanced out. And there was a really bad no call by the refs late in the game, which should have been a legal contact or at least pass interference on Emmanuel Sanders. So despite outside forces trying to beat the Broncos down, they overcame it. Jess, what's your analysis? Who's your favorite Bronco?
Talib.
What do you say when Aqib makes a play on somebody?
They got Talib'd. Oh,
What?
you got Talib. That's what I say.
That's what Jess says.
Every time.
I hate to one-up your fiance, but my favorite Bronco is Brandon Perna.
That's not an answer.
You know, ever since I started doing That's Good Broncos, the team's won a lot of games. Not a lot of other people can say that.
I think what's really cool is the fact that it was just a great divisional game.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even matter if you like the Chiefs or Broncos. That was a hell of a football game.
It was.
Had everything you could want. And what's really cool is if you like the Broncos, it was even that much better.
Yeah. Man, I would hate to be a Chiefs fan tonight. And towards the end of that game, I was starting to think in my head what I wanted to talk about on That's Good Broncos if they lost. One of the things I was going to say is I can't remember the last time, and I can't remember what it felt like to lose to the Chiefs. But I didn't have to experience that tonight.
Nope.
Just a crazy game. The offense, there's still some question marks. The offensive line still doesn't look great. But they started to pick up some of the Chiefs' blitz. But the Chiefs have a great set of linebackers and defensive linemen. So I'm just glad we came out of that game with a win. Two early season wins against 2 really good teams. We get 12 days of rest before we play again, which we definitely need. And if we get our running game going and that line starts to click, we're going to be the best team the NFL's ever seen. That last drive, too, another player that came through was Demaryius Thomas. Had some huge catches that we hadn't seen from him earlier in the game or last week. And if he continues to, just out-muscle the guys and make some big catches, that's going to go a long way. And Emmanuel Sanders has played great 2 weeks in a row. Basically, every time the Broncos need a third down, they go to Emmanuel Sanders. He's the third down king, and he catches the game-tying touchdown. Oh man, I'm so excited. The other thing you guys need to know is none of us are drunk, except maybe Jess.
Yeah.
These raspy voices and excitement is pure Bronco adrenaline. And I just wanted to use this time to say, hey kids, you don't need alcohol to have a good time.
Nope.
But it actually helps quite a bit.
A lot, actually.
So just don't do drugs during the Broncos game. Wait till the camera stops rolling. Then you hit it up.
Last words for the haters.
What haters?
The haters.
Do another last question.
I'm Alan Sharp. I'm Shannon's cousin.
Just cut it together.
I think you got something good here. I think we got the show.
We're gonna leave with this. Peyton Manning still has it.
Kubiak's realizing we gotta let him do what he does. All right?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe 2 years from now we're the best rushing football team in America. Right now, let's just go out, score some points, let Peyton do what he does.
Yeah, I think that's the key. This next episode of That's Good Broncos will be phenomenal. I'm going to work really hard to make sure I capture everything. In the end of that game, there was a lot of sad faces in Kansas City. Jamal Charles really mad. Alex Smith like, what the fuck? And there's a lot to work with is what I'm saying, and it's going to be good. So let's come together. Go Broncos.
Amen.
Go Broncos!